Hello, it's me, Poison, and you're watching this, whatever that means. Okay, so today we are ready to do shaders on that model we worked on a bit, where we were designing it. It's now ready to receive shaders and special effects. Yeah. I went ahead and did the re-rigging of the hair, so it can look like this. Let's go to the live scene. Yeah, so we already did the re-rigging of the hair. So that's all set. Make sure I hit the post on the going live announcement. But yeah. So now what I need to do is basically do the shaders. Ba ba do ba do 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 do. I need to stop giving the Vroid the long name because it messes with how fast I can go through these sections. Poyomi tune. Cut out. And then I'm going to go to Lin materials because I'm sure I have what I need here. I just need to grab some normal maps from this section. Okay. I don't think I need this fabric normal map because I don't think anything on this model is going to be fabric. I will grab this hair. I'll grab the crystalline structure, the mouth, the lips, this gloss filter. Trophy. So one thing I like to do, like to start with, is just to get like my face and like all of the really easy basic stuff that's like doesn't really change from model to model, just set. So like getting the body set. Though this body actually is probably gonna be a little bit more detailed than it is normally. Because there's gonna be like effects. Because I'm actually utilizing the underbody here. But we do want to use the regular normal map. Same thing for this. I'm gonna grab all of these. Shading. Realistic. There we go. Now, a lot of this is actually gonna need a custom normal map. So like the bone here is gonna need custom normal maps. Especially this section. I think the flower part, I might use the crystalline normal map because I think that might look coolest. I haven't decided how I want to have the hair to look. Let's see. Waiting for these to change back to this is it. Yeah, that's the right normal map. Oh, that's the right material. So I'm gonna rotate the model to be half in light, half in shadow. So I can kind of see how the normal maps are looking, because normal maps are for shading, like with shadow. And a normal map basically just tells light how I want it to act on the model. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Cubic map. I want to do gold. Because I'm thinking I might want this to be kind of like a Ruby-esque. Because I think that would be the best representation of what I want to go on there. Let's see. I do also... This part is going to be a little bit on the easier side, so let me just go ahead. I want to grab this, put it here. Hello, Silver Sun. I hope you're doing well. We are just getting this all ready. This should be the under part. And add. And I'm doing decently. I still have a little bit of a fever, but it'll go away at some point. Let's see. Gradient. I want to like the deep ruby red. Fix now. And hello, Mike. Nice to see you. We are working on adding shaders to our infested model. We are at fairly the beginning. Right now, we are using the normal maps that we already have to kind of just like go through and set some base things. We are gonna need custom normal maps for like this part and the leg area. So we're going ahead and first doing the normal maps that are like we already have kind of set. But I hope you're doing well. And thanks for coming by. Okay, let's see. I think it might be best for me to go ahead and do the normal map for this. Which I'm gonna need to copy path. File, open. Grab this path. I actually ended up having to manually go towards it. Let's see. Open. So we're gonna need to do several things with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new layer. The first thing, I'm gonna just test this out. Show 64 feet, filter, normal map. Because I did do a lot of shading here, so I might be able to actually just utilize switching it directly to a normal map. Which I do think that might actually work. Sometimes it's not that complicated. What is this? Okay, I see what that is. It's on the back, so it's fine. Okay, file, save as, and then we're gonna take this and put it in the material folder. And bone map. Yes. Ooh. That's terrible. Though I guess you can't hear me say that if you have no sound. My condolences. I don't think my face tracking's good enough to like really lip read from. It's getting better, but I don't think it's lip readable better. Hey, and good to hear, Titanic. Okay, so we made that normal map, which is sometimes difficult depending on how detailed I did the shading. Fix now. And basically what the normal map does, if I turned it off, you can see it. And then if I turn it up, it basically adds shadow and light detail. Which we definitely don't want it to be that harsh. But that looks fairly good. Without a normal map, it's just going to use flat colors. Is it... I wonder if... I'm not sure why it would say that. Oof. That sucks. I've had my YouTube, like, app do that before. Sometimes I just have to, like, either restart the device, restart the, like, application. But yeah, I had one day... Oh, the other thing that could cause your, like, sound or videos to stop working is the cache gets full. So clearing your app's cache. Oof. Oof. Yay! HEB! Every time I hear Heb, I'm reminded of just, like, finishing up at Blizzard and going into the grocery store to just, like, get something. Because I've always been the type to, like, go to the grocery store more frequently, because it ends up saving money if you are that type of person to, like, be able to just go when you need to. Okay. Next, I need to grab the red sections of this. Because I need to do a color map of everywhere that's red. It doesn't have to be super detailed. Because just having it for the most part will work. Scroll up. Okay, and then I Control-C, Control-V, and that should have most of my red. And then I'm gonna file, save as, red bone. Yes. Ooh. I used to think that I loved grapefruit, but it's because like I had grapefruit candy. But I discovered I do not like grapefruit. It's rather bitter. At least to me. Like it's sour and bitter. Which like I love sweet. Okay, we want to do alpha and then gold. And we're gonna switch this to a red. And emissive. So they want it to be shiny. I think I need to switch this to using a matte cap. And using like a deep, deep red. Otherwise it's not gonna look right. You good? Fix now. Gradient. Very, very slight emissiveness. And I'm gonna do some add and then mixed. That works. Now for these side panels, I think I'm also gonna use my crystalline map that I've already made because I think that that's what I want the side panels to look like. Because I need to mix textures if I want it to read right, as far as the Warhammer guide said. So we need to make sure that we have parts of this model look very different. And let's see, add. switch this to 6 and 6. Same. I'm unfamiliar with Vault of Glass. Okay, let's go to the black panels, which I believe is this one. Yeah. I have a new normal map that I recently grabbed. Home. I do love how many people have just like scanned a piece of fabric and like uploaded that as a normal map, because it just makes life so much easier because people have done that. Of varying quality. Some of them are not that helpful, but most of the times it's very helpful. Let's see. I think I was working with this one. Yeah. Fix now. And we're going to use stoichiometry for this one and turn it up. And then I'm going to go to cube map. Switch this to add. We want to turn the brightness down by a lot. And then matte cap, gradient. I think this one might be the better one for this. Fix now. Put this at half, add, then mixed. I think we might turn off the cubic map. And let's do 4, 2, and 2, and turn this down a good bit. And then we want to add a clear coat. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Grab this. Just my specular. And we're going to take this and we're going to use like a kind of tan, like dark color. Because I'm wanting it to kind of have a leathery-esque texture. Okay. We did this. I think this is on this layer, if I'm not correct. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna need to just do the same thing I did with the other part. File, open. And that's basically just like go to the texture map and transition it into a normal map. Open, File, well, Control C, Control V, filter, effect, normal map. Hit OK. I'm going to Control C, Control V, because I'm going to want to smooth this out. Because I don't mind a bit of bumpiness, but that is a bit too much bumpy. That's good. File, save as, NMGL. Go to, boop. But yeah, we're a little bit lower energy this stream, mostly because we're still running a fever. Because we were going to stream yesterday, but we're still feeling pretty, like, yeah, yesterday. But today we're not as bad. Fix now. Did I do anything? Okay, got this cube map. Okay. This part, bone. Oh, that's what I can do. So I want like a bony gradient for these sections. So let me grab this, file, new, flip this on its side, hit OK. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the colors that I used to make the material, and I'm gonna create this gradient map that I'm then gonna use in Unity to add the shader that I want for it to have the depth that it needs to have. And when I do a gradient map, the main goal is the brightest shade I typically want to be in the center. And then we'll go like I like to cap either side off with a darker color, but then everything else I want to add a little bit more randomly. Let's add a little bit more like that. I think that looks good. File, save as, matte. And we're going to save this as a JPEG. Save. Yes. And then I can take this, drag it to this, switch this to gradient. Turn this intensity down. Yay! Video is back! Welcome back. Same. California girls were undeniable. Daisy Dukes. Gotta turn my audio playback off. Filters. Advanced audio. California girls were undeniable. Oh, boom, boom. Daisy Duke's bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, we'll murder popsicle. Doopy-doo. Okay. And I'm sorry, Silver, for some reason your message didn't go through on my chat bot. The Are Those Wings? Uh, you'll have to let me know which thing you're referring to, because this is supposed to kind of be like a blood lily. Because the infested are kind of like this form of very necromantic biotech. So like think very bone skeletal structures and with very like red organ-esque motif coloring. Yeah, this is from yeah, because I don't have a Warframe model, so I was like trying to figure out what would best suit my style with Warframe, and I think Infested has a close through line. Oh, no problem. And it's, but yeah, we are currently doing some experimentation with it. Okay, I'm gonna take this, and I do think I'm gonna need like a gradient on the skin, so that way it fits better. Oh, this is the eyes. Face. And then I'm gonna grab this like, so this is what I use for skin gloss also. So I'm gonna go to clear coat, add this for the skin texture, and I want to layer this. We're gonna go by 5 by 5, and I'm gonna use like a light blue and a darker form of that same blue. I'm gonna turn these down a bit. And then I'm gonna copy paste this into the other section. Although the issue with doing that, I want it to be up top, but I don't want it to be at the bottom. So I might need to do a clear coat mask. Yeah, I might need to do that and have it only show the top blue part. So let me go textures. This is the body. Let's see. Got this, and I'm gonna use clear coat mask. And I want to set this to red, which that's set to red. But if I do that, then I have to set these to 1. because otherwise it's not going to cover right. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do something different for this than what I normally do. So basically what I need to do here is I need to separate out these sections. So we're going to grab the blue sections here. And we're going to Control C, Control V. And now those blue sections should be separate. And then I'm going to file, save as skin mask. Yes. And now I have a mask I can use for the skin. And so instead of using that, we're going to go to matcap. And we're going to add our skin mask wherever it went. There it is. Alpha's transparent, apply. Come to this. Masking. Fix now. We're going to set this to use the alpha as the mask. And then I'm going to grab basically different parts of this blue. Fix now. And instead of replace, I want to do like add and multiply. And I'm going to turn mixed all the way up. The goal is to give it more of this like gruff texture in normal map. And don't give up on that. Honestly, some people just not having a good day. And some people aren't nice. You just have to like shift through people and be discerning with who you give your time to. Which is easier said than done. I set my pin down and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh, it's because I'm wearing black pants. It was on my pants. Okay, hide this. Reveal this. I want to grab the heart. Actually, instead of grabbing the heart here, I'm gonna just export the layer that has the heart on it. Although I think I might have made a mistake when doing this and put multiple things on that layer. But yeah, making friends is hard. And like I have social anxiety, so like I can only give the advice of find hobbies that you like to do, whether that's gaming, board games, or something like that, and then like do the hobbies, and you'll meet people who are into that hobby. Like I ran one of the largest social clubs despite social anxiety, and a large part of that was due to just that working with people who had similar interests makes things a lot easier. But yeah, everyone has a different ends up needing a different approach though to making friendship because everyone has different needs out of a friendship. Where is open? And then I need to erase all of this extra junk that's on this. I only want the heart. I will say I was extremely lonely as a kid. Like I wrote several there's I'll say songs, but as a kid writing music, it was like very not much. No, song is generous, but yeah. So like, there's sometimes there's just stages of your life where you go through loneliness, and the main thing to have you go get through that stage is to know it's only a stage of life, and all stages of life are temporary, whether that be good or bad. So maybe lonely right now, but not lonely forever. Okay, I got this. Now I need to go back to this. Honestly, I had a hard time sometimes with. So in college, it worked wonders for me to do the hyperfixation thing. But I will admit, in high school, because I was very like a lot of what I wore, my wardrobe was still determined by like parents, like most teenagers. Um, so I was very preppy-esque dressed, but my personality was very much more anime and like dark gothic-esque vibe. I used to say like depression with a smile was my like style choice. Um, so like the crowd that I wanted to hang out with would see how I was dressed and like my appearance and be like, oh, no, they're preppy and wouldn't want me to hang out with them. But in college, I was able to present myself in a way that was more true to who I am, and I was able to like better mix in with the crowds that I wanted to mix in with. Also, there's nothing wrong with finding just one person and latching onto them. I did that in high school. Once I found someone who was willing to accept my brand of weird, I was like, okay, we're friends now. And I'm not letting you do anything else. We are friends. Yeah, finding someone who is up to for your brand of weird is a challenge, but it's so worth it whenever you succeed at it. But because you exist, that means another person exists that is like you. You are evidence that you exist and that that interest exists. No, it's one of the things, like my approach to VTubing is the knowledge that because I exist and I am into specific things that I know isn't quite being reached in content creation, I know that there's other people like me, as I am proof of me existing. And if I exist with this, other people do too. That's one of the things of like make content you like. I make content I like. Like, for one, I make myself watch my content for the clips, if nothing else. So like, I gotta like it to a degree at least. We want to set this to alpha. Fix now. And then I want to have this mix with the base color. Ooh, can I do I should do a custom normal map. So I'm gonna go to this, Control C, Control V. I'm gonna do, so if I use this for a normal map, it's probably gonna be very bumpy and grady. Which I don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a correction layer and I'm gonna switch this to primary use white and black. So I can kind of control the bumpiness of it. And I'm gonna merge these two. And I'm still gonna need to go in here with like a blending brush, but it's gonna be a little bit easier. Honestly, I didn't really have any romantic experiences until I was 18. That's because I was gay. And I wasn't quite, like, I had accepted that I was gay, but I was not in a space to really fully embrace that. But once you turn 18, people have less control over your life. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna hide this layer. And I want to take just a airbrush I'm wanting to just kind of get some of this to be flat and nice. Also, I apologize for anyone who gets thrown off by the fact of this heart, but the only actual art training I ever received was in anatomy and physiology. So I'm actually very good when it comes to replicating medical drawings. Like, I got out of having to dissect a cat because my drawing was accurate enough that they're like, oh, you get it. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then I can reveal this. I think that will work. Her art today is a heart. So the reason why it is a heart is because the infested, uh, like one of the storylines is like getting the heart of the like family, and so when kind of when I was coming up with the design of this one, the idea was a blood lily, and to have something like very organ-esque like revealed in the central part of the model as kind of just like a call out to both that storyline but also like to embrace that very like fact that I can do medical drawings. Like I don't get many excuses to use my anatomy and physiology like stuff. And by anatomy and physiology, you think like, oh, your arm and proportions must be great. Like, no, I mean specifically drawing organs. Like, I drew the insides of a cat and I didn't have to dissect one because it was accurate enough. And then everyone in the lab had me go around to different groups and draw their cat. Like, and I was like, that's fine. I don't want to dissect the cat. Cutting into flesh is very weird. It's a very weird sensation. Like, and if you do biology, you're gonna have to do it at some point. So, like, I would get out of it most of the times, but like, I still had to cut into flesh occasionally, which is a weird. Isn't that weird to like be like, yeah, I have dissected many a things. Cow's eyes are terrible to cut into, but I am ecologically trained, which means I have had to dissect parts of living creatures. No more than a butcher does. Like, no, I could go into much more detail about that, but I do think that that would be the line for a lot of people. I will have crossed the line. Uh, Everyone has like this invisible line, and it's not that hard to cross it sometimes. Same as. It's a line that's there for good reason though, and that's why I want to respect it. Not everyone wants to hear about how like in academia the details of dissection. Because I know a lot of students, me included, try to get out of it because it's not necessarily the most kosher. Okay, I need to put this there, fix now, and then this on the normal map, fix now. There we go. I think for this flower petal part of the chest, I think I want to do something a little bit different than what I have here. Because I don't know if it's really reading the way I want it to now. Like it's reading okay, but it's not reading as like envisioned. But I also think that that might just be the fact that I've looked at it for so long. The same. No, okay. Speaking of chaotic Cards Against Humanity, I had to eventually ban that game at Board Game Club, not because I particularly was against it, but there was too many times where people would play card games against humanity and then be very upset with people's card choices. And I'm like, you're picking a game that is bombastic and inflammatory on purpose, and you are getting mad when the cards are bombastic and inflammatory. And it became a regular issue. So at one point, I had like taken out all of the cards that were overtly inflammatory. And then I was like, this is just too much of an issue. No more. We're not playing this game ever again. It is banned. I mean, to be fair, I do feel like Card Games Against Humanity is a game best played amongst friends who all have a mutual understanding. I also think one of the things that I do with one of my friend groups is the no questions mulligan. If you put a card like out of your hand and you draw a new one, it's okay. We're gonna just assume that that card was something you did not want to play. It's like, and just use the honor system for people to not just keep on shifting out cards. I remember I used to watch a YouTube group of friends play it online, but like I think they had also done the same thing of where they take out a bunch of cards that like would get someone canceled. But yeah, it's definitely a difficult game to play in a professional setting, which academia is a professional setting. Even if it's the social club that's happening after class, you still have to be somewhat like, because it was official club, so you still have to be somewhat uh PC. It can be NSFW to a degree, but it has to be specifically labeled NSFW. I think it's coming along nicely. No, at one point I was like, there's more I could do with this, but I shouldn't do any more to it because it needs to be it needs to move on to being like in the finished stages. Let's see. I actually am gonna need this. I didn't think I would, but then I forgot about the hairband. I need this to be a color that's gonna work. Fix now. I think that works. I just need it to match the color scheme of what is like the colors for infested. Let's see. Also, my urge to be pretty is kind of counterproductive to being infested. Like, there's no rule that an infested person cannot be pretty. Unless there is. I'm still very new to the Warframe content creation. So there might be a rule against it. I personally am deciding that there isn't. I mean, no, or Onyxia or Rox's, the like spider-esque one, she's very pretty. So like, I'm gonna say that there's not a rule against it. Using just that one instance as my like cosigner. I do think I want to use like a little bit of red glitter. I'm gonna copy this. And then I'm gonna go to this section, special, paste. And switch this to fade. And then I can lock these two in. Yeah, I feel that. Like, and there's nothing wrong with playing the inflammatory version of Cards Against Humanity. Uh, it's just as a like club president that was representing one of the largest social clubs on campus. I there's issues because someone's complained about a Cards Against Humanity, although it makes no sense to me of like why did you play this game? But at the same time, it's like sometimes the thing was truly offensive, and so like y your hands are kind of tied. So you're like, on one hand, I want to question the logic of this person even choosing to play this game. On the other hand, what was said here was really bad. So like, who knows? Who knows what the correct answer is there? Cube map. I want this to be a deeper blue. It's now gradient. Then I'm going to grab I need this. Because I need this for the normal map. Lock in. Yeah, it's been 6 months. Honestly, the older I get, the less I keep track of time like that. It just, everything moves so fast. Like, what? Arknight's infield has switched from Winfield to this month field, like, in like 2 days. Because it comes out January. Like, also all the games that delayed their launch from this year to uh are now scheduled all to come out early next year. So it's gonna be like a big year for gaming, at least at the front part. And then it might die off at the end, which will be terrible, but like I don't think I like this blue. I think I like that way more. Same. But hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of cursed. Let's do cube map, rainbow. Yeah, I think that works. Lock in. Oh, I almost forgot. Reforge NEB plugin, so I could transfer my blend shapes over. You know, oftentimes I see the joke, April Fool's collabs, like Smite, High Res's like MOBA game. Like they used to do a lot of those, and I always was like, that should just be real. I think sometimes games could afford to be a little bit silly, a little bit sillier with their collabs. Because oftentimes it's like, if it's a skin, just don't use it if you don't want it in your game. But let the rest of us have fun. And I'm gonna take this. Vertex and normals. 0. Lock in. But yeah, we're at the lock-in stage where a lot of things are getting locked in. The last thing I have to do is decide what I want the hair to look like. Oh, I didn't do the boots. Should be somewhere over here. I'm gonna phone it in a little bit on the boots because the boots aren't gonna be on screen for the most part. This just pretty much needs this. And then I like to add this just for the sake of like saliva. Oh, nice. It's always interesting to see games' different interpretation of Valkyrie, because like there's Germanic opera Valkyrie, then there's like Marvel-esque Valkyrie, like superhero-esque. All of which have very different depictions of how they're supposed to look. And then I'm gonna take this and do 0.5. I do think I need to unlock this though, because there's one thing I wanted to do, and it's go down to emission, and then I need to Control C, Control V. Use this as a mask. Use base colors. Could I just do this? So I want to set this to be fairly bright emission, and then center out, flow speed, 10. Because I kind of want to give it like a beating effect. Let's hit play, because sometimes I can't see some of these effects unless I hit play. Okay, so it does need to be on the map. I'll use this one for the map. Let's turn this off and see if that helps. Directional light, put this at 0. Yeah, because like right now it's not lighting up at all. And it should be. So if I turn this off. There we go. And then I want this to flow out. Okay, need to hit that. Same. That's good to hear. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, all we can do is focus on ourselves because that's the only person we can control. I need this to not look like blinds. I would like this to go center out, but it's not wanting to do that. Set this to 0. No. 0. -1. That's closer to what I want. One and a width of 0.5. Just leave this on 5, and we're just gonna see what this does. Because that should do something, but it's not looking like it's doing anything right now. Which is weird, but like, it's not the worst thing. I don't want to get hung up on it. Ooh, nice! I only very recently discovered that, like, leading into vampiric style art, like, I discovered it over Halloween for the most part, but that is kind of like what should be kind of my go-to, just because it is my strongest art style, if nothing else. Yeah, we're just gonna use that. we'll see if anything's broken when it's exported. Same. Ba 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 dum ba dum da dum ba dum ba da dum dum da dum da da dum dum da dum da dum. I need to probably close out of something, and I'm going to choose this. And I don't need to save any of those changes because it's already exported. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Lock in. Base of hair. Grab this, put it in here, and then just do 5 by 5 and lock in. I do like steampunk fashion. There's that steampunk corset that they sell at like Spencer's that I also think is really cute. Reforge. I'm gonna go into the model, Reforge NAB plugin. I'm gonna copy the blend shapes over one more time, but this time with the thing, like, I forget what it's called, but the package basically open. I'm gonna use my reference model, copy my blend shapes over. Yay. Okay. I think as long as everything's locked in, we'll be ready to export. Go us. I knew this one was gonna take me a little bit of time. Not the like longest time to finish, but definitely not wasn't gonna be a quick one to finish just because of the amount of mixed materials I have. Now I am very curious to see what this is gonna look like once it's exported, because who knows? There's also, if you like that kind of style, you might also like dark academia, which is what TikTok decided my style was. Gothic dark academia. It's asked me several times on like the TikTok like algorithm, Jesus or whatever you want to call it, will oftentimes ask me, "Hey, you should upload a Gothic makeup tutorial," and I think it's so interesting that's what I get that very frequently. I'm like, I'm a VTuber. I guess I could, but like, I don't know how useful it would be. But yeah, dark academia slash gothic, like modern gothic, is what TikTok has decided is my look. I mean, I don't think they're wrong, especially with this look that I'm wearing currently. Like it tracks. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think everything's locked in. Let's start from the top and just go over. Lock, 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 lock. Okay, everything is locked. Save changes. Wardo. New mod. Poison. Infest. Warframe. Create mod. Set up character. Switch to active mode. Build that mod. Save. Ba 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 da da dum da dum da dum da da dum dum da dum da dum 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 da dum. I will. Okay, Undertale's soundtrack still slaps. Death by Glamour is, as far as bit tunes go, Death by Glamour is my number one bit tune. I think I can play that on stream without anything bad happening to my stream because it's a game soundtrack thing. I know that will happen on the YouTube side, I mean on the Twitch side. Okay, let's see. I'm curious to see if it works. But yeah, I think it will because of the fact that like it's a video game audio thing. And typically those don't have an issue when I play them on stream. Typically. Also, just compliment to my hair rigging here. Thank you so much. We're getting ready to export a new one. It took me forever to get my hair rigging like this. Lots of trial and error. I'm gonna make a prediction that I'm gonna have to fix the internal skeleton of the model I just exported. Because that happens sometimes. And there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to go back and fix it. Nice. So that's almost finished exporting. So we have this, and I should be able to pull it into the file. I have a lot of files, so sometimes Word gets a bit moody. Thank you! This is my vampiric version of Lynn. I also have the regular version for when I play Wuthering Waves. I was using this as a placeholder for Warframe because I didn't have a specific Warframe model, but we have a model to match every game and almost every character we play. Oh wait, it's right here. I don't have to switch my model. It's this model, but different. Okay, I need the other thing though. So let's go to this, click on this, and we're gonna be pulling up the new, very like infested version. Poison, do. Same. Oh wait, I need to get rid of those props. Those don't belong on this model. There we go. Okay, and I have a second face tracker. So let's pull up the second face tracker so we can make sure the face rigging works. Hi, it's me, Poison, and this face is not calibrated. Hi, it's me, Poison. I think I could add a little bit of light color to the back of the hair, but it'll be more visible on a non-black background. So let's go camera. Right now it's on transparent. I don't know, I kind of like this shade of red that's on the back. Oh, let's stop the walking animation real fast. Uh, yeah, I'd say this came out for the most part how I wanted it to. There's some parts that I think I could do better, but for the most part, I think it's fine. Especially like this top portion. We phoned it in a little bit on the bottom portion, but that's because as a VTuber, you don't really see that portion very much. As a 3D VTuber, you'll sometimes see it, but typically you won't see that part. I also love this part of the stream where I'm talking with two models because I'm doing like the face track test, and you can kind of see that like based on how I did things, the model will kind of like read differently with the tracking. Okay. I'm surprised how dark the lips are. Let's see if we turn on some light. Yeah, if I turn on light, the hair is definitely way more visible. Yeah, I like it. This is acceptable. This is an acceptable model. So now all I gotta do is transfer it to the streaming computer. Which actually won't take too long because of the fact that I have these on the same network, which means I can just directly transfer the file. It used to take me a while until I remembered that I could just transfer the file directly. Now note, if you're on the Twitch side, my redeems will probably not work right now because I had two instances of Wordo open at the same time, which means it does not know which one to send the information to. Let's go to network computers, desktop, users, this user, go to the video section, because that's the part of these that share their information. Control C, Control V. And then I need to go to this computer and grab it from the video section and pull it into the character folder on the streaming computer. No, I don't want to open the file. I wanted to drag the file. Stop trying to open the file, please. You can't open the file regularly. And model is switching. Hi, it's me, Poison, but now I'm infested. Infested with Warframe. This is the part of the stream where we basically will use this model for the rest of stream just to see and make sure it works properly, because sometimes there's like a minor issue that we won't recognize unless we just use the model. So I like to just, at this point, just make sure that I have everything right. So yeah, one thing I need to do, and it's kind of funny because I do have a Whirling Waves model, is I do actually still need to do my dailies. So we'll probably log on to Whirling Waves first and do those. This model is a very different vibe from Wuthering Waves, as it was made for Warframe, which is it's a much higher rated game. But you know what? That's fine. I think I have Bloom turned on my camera right now. And for this model specifically, we want minimal bloom because of the way that the things work. I think I did a good job. But yeah, let's go ahead and open up Wuthering Waves, do our dailies, and then if we have more time, we'll open up Warframe and play that a little bit. It does feel weird opening up Wuthering Waves first using my Warframe, my new Warframe VTuber outfit. But hey, we're just we're just gonna roll with it. And if anyone from Wuthering Waves clicks on my category, they can just be a little bit frightened. I accept that responsibility. Accept that responsibility. Do 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 do. It is pulling up now. I wonder what it's gonna look like with the Wuthering Waves background. I am really liking the bone texture that I did for the like armor. I'm gonna recalibrate my face. There we go. Oh, it's gonna have to restart, isn't it? Yeah. it's gonna have to restart. Because it's updating.
Hey, what happened to you? Your insides are becoming outside.
I became beautiful. That's what happened. I have joined the glorious revolution. I mean evolution. Something something arcane. Something something dark side. If you want, I could help you achieve this look. And in case anyone missed it, redeems will probably not work right now. At least the like hydration and like those redeems.
No thanks. I'm good. Look over there.
I'm looking. I think we could help. No, you know what also this reminds me of? That one time when you're like, you think your models are bad, look at this one, and it's like just the completely chest cavity open, and I'm like, now I also have that. Listen, I was told to bear my heart out on my like stream, like just to bear your heart out, and I'm doing that. I'm putting my heart on display for all to see. I'm being very vulnerable. Oop, that's my green screen. But yeah, I just need to do my dailies. I would like to take this moment in between loading screens to say thank you to everyone who's come by, and thanks to all of the new people. You guys are all amazing, and yeah, thanks so much for supporting small streamers. Um, I think there's some things I need to fix about that. Like, it's not terrible. Wait, unless it is terrible. Oh, I think that's just like more the fact that it has culling turned on. I think that's just culling. Which I should be able to fix that easy. Yeah, this is why I like to do like these streams where like after I make the model, just use it for the rest of stream. So if there's anything I need to fix, change, edit, or etc., I have like enough footage to go back and see what needs to be changed about it. Claim. Just realized my drop pad was still plugged in. There we go. I know that there's a new Fantasia, right? Let's see. Oh, we get 2 of 2. I want to use this team. Yeah. Ooh, this one. Do 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 do.
I heard something. I call the shot. Shake it up. That's all you got.
But yeah, no, I actually really like Lynn. Linnea. The rollerblading's really fun.
Watch it, shake it up. Mark. Need a ride, sweetheart?
Okay, basic attacks recover a small amount of dreamscape energy. Rainbow!
Huh? I heard something. Don't blink. You'll miss the best. That's all you got.
And basic attack increased damage. So I'm not missing anything. Yeah.
I'm just getting started. Special delivery, go, go! Mark, next up, the Horizon. That's all you got. With style and grace. The
I need to
moon
heal.
is full. Face me. Seize.
Okay, so I want the one for Linnea, which I believe is this one. I think these are in order of like when they come out. Which tacit field is for Linnea? No, it is not the moonlit clouds.
Usually is, hmm?
What's here? What bump? I'm gonna have to look it up a different way.
Pleasing to the ears, hmm?
Gamer 8. Control F. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to do that one. Which I haven't unlocked yet.
Pleasing to the ears, hmm?
So I think I'm using the wrong one for her. Yeah, so I don't have this one unlocked, so I can't claim this one. Leave for now. So let's go get that real fast. How did I lie?
Take it easy.
Switch. I'm doing my dailies real fast to try to get done with this really quick. So, bottom right desert.
No running.
Okay. So let's fast travel here. Oh, yeah, no, this isn't Warframe right now. I'm doing my dailies really fast. This model, though, is my infested model for playing Warframe. We are using it for the full stream here because we just made it in the first half of the stream. And we're playing Warframe after this. We're just doing our dailies fast because I don't want to forget to do them. Because I don't want to be punished for not having them finished. And by punished, I just mean like, it can feel bad to not finish your dailies in a gacha game. Whoops.
On you go.
Oh, I forgot how to open up my...
Face
Tip it to utilities. How do I open up my utilities? I forgot. I've not played in a hot second. There it goes. I don't know why it was on that other thing. I will say, I do love how pretty this game has become. But you are correct, this is not Warframe right now.
I shall bear
Yeah, go ahead. we are pro advice, and we're also super new to Warframe. So like anything's like honestly any information's helpful. Oh, here's the desert. Oop. Try the Samp Poets with the mod Seismic Wave. You can get in Davari Paradox area. On the left side, I called it the Yet Hammer, or the Yeet Hammer. Probably Yeet. I do have the mod Seismic Wave. What I'll probably do is finish my dailies in this passive field. And then I can go play Warhammer. I did recently get Octavia as a prime also, and I already made the song she plays, the Megalovania from Undertale. I love that you can customize it. If you're curious why I call it that, basically you can toss level 100 into the sky, and it also does that so much. No, I can't wait to get more into the sillier builds, because I'm still early enough in that like I haven't quite gotten to that stage. So I'm definitely interested to know like what I should be looking for. Because when I played MOBAs, I love the Break the Meta series. But I've not like even gotten close to being caught up in the story. It's so weird seeing this model though with the Wuthering Waves. More like anime-esque. This should finish my dailies. Yes, it does. Yeah, no, I'll totally check them out. Because I'm also new to the Warframe creator space. Because, yeah, new to pretty much everything. Okay, switch to me close-up. I do want to fix one thing about this model real fast. Although, no, that would take a little bit too much time. We'll fix the bangs later. Like, they're not atrocious. It's just sometimes I don't like how they kind of like flip into the head. And it might be just something that I'm noticing. But they're actually not flipping into the head. What's basically happening is like the texture is flipping slightly, and it causes, because I have rend culling on, if it thinks it sees the back of it, it erases it. So it's just like erasing those sections occasionally. I should wait till I review the footage to see like if it's something I want to fix or if I actually like how it looks. Warframe. I think one of my other primes should be done. Life scene. Yeah, no, I play with Raz, and I've also played with quite a few viewers, and I have joined a clan. That's been super nice. The clan I joined is one of the reasons why I have a good amount of primes. Because a lot of people just gave me their spare parts, and I was able to put them together and make some prime warframes. Life scene. But let's go equipment, arsenal, appearance. Right, it's not appearance. Yeah, but I can't wait to do my own songs in there. I saw a video that showed that, but I want to do some like more modern music. But I'm excited to see what all I can do. You only get 4 bars, which isn't that much. I wish I could extend it. Okay. Oh yeah, let me check. Oop. Yeah, no, I've loved how nice the Warframe community is, though. Let's see, in progress. Yeah, Protea is finished. Working Catalyst. Sonicore. Warframes. Oh, I think there's a weapon I was looking for. They only needed like one more thing for. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I need more Orkin cells for this. Oh wait, I'm not anywhere close to that mastery rank. What is my mastery rank? How far am I from my next mastery rank up? Oh, not too far. No, I love that you can do different songs with them. I heard that like the optimal thing is actually to like have it spam, but like that doesn't sound fun to me. And sometimes we prefer to do fun over optimal. Let's... Where's the best place to farm Orkin cells? Saturn, Titan... Yeah. Where is Titan? Equip things that need to be upgraded. Ooh, Thunderbolt. 7.5% chance to explode. Okay. What damage type is good here? Hammer and corrosion.
Chance to what?
Explode. Then I can make everyone look like me. And corrosion is infect. Plus storm? Yeah. And then I have 5 more I can use. Does corrosion have a status effect? Temporarily removes up to 80% of the target's armor value. Let's see. This is 4. I'll do this. And I like using this weapon so far because it gives me a free buff. I'm gonna swap to the dog because I got a recent thing for opening. Scavenge. 15% chance to pry open lockers. %90 chance. Heal your companion with melee hits. This costs 4. I'm gonna replace these. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm ready to go to Titan. Because I'm also wanting to level up Octavia. Let me just double check their abilities, make sure I know how to use them. Draws powerful decibel level of sound area that damages buff. Also doubles the damage range of nearby mallets. Grant action in time. Consistently perform actions in time to Octavia's music. Timed jumps offer speed, crouching on beat, cloak, and firing rhythmically, upper multi-shot buff. Okay. Oh, I can afford to put another thing in here. So we already have Intensify Flow, Streamline. I guess I can do shield capacity. But okay, now to Titan. To farm Orchid's shells. Cells. Yeah.
Ready for that capsule. Delivered another life support capsule.
Another life support capsule.
Life support activated. Prepare for life support.
But yeah, I'm practicing the bow too, because I do like bows in most games. I like bows and whips.
Life support has been replenished.
I hate that.
The raid is off to a successful start. When you are ready, extraction.
I did get some Orchid shells, but not a lot.
support on the way.
Same.
Another support capsule is now available.
Yay, video!
Life support has been finished. Life's coming.
Oh nice, quick draw.
Delivered another life support capsule. Support activated.
Let's check my mission progress. I have gotten a single orphan cell. I love executing. I don't think people do it enough.
Get ready for a capsule. Additional life support has arrived. Life support has been replenished. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be. Life support on the way. life support capsule is now available.
Oop. It exploded and knocked me back. Oop. Oh no. Okay. We're back out.
Life support activated. Life support incoming.
We can head towards the exit now.
Another life support capsule is
This
now
reminds me,
available.
I need to turn on my local record. Otherwise, all of these clips will be really, like, bad. Quality, like, resolution-wise. Okay, how do I get there? There we go. Oh, someone's down. Oh, they got back up.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Is he gonna go open it?
Support has been replenished.
No! Don't you take me out of this.
Another life support capsule.
How dare. You tried to take me out of leaving. Actually, I will actually grab these real fast. Okay, now we're heading out.
Life support activated.
I did it! I'm invisible!
Get ready for a capsule. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Oh, I got one. What's this? Sanctuary. Robotic. Creates a shield within 300 health. Create a shield with 300 health around the player when they're reviving fallen allies. Oh, that's nice. They play a lot of characters right now that have like a debuff that protects them also. Voids. Are any of these in the void right now? Pluto, Lua? Nope. Let's just do this with them. Main story.
Are you sure we want to build this Warframe? It could be dangerous.
What I saw, what the Lotus showed me.
So final crit
This
goal.
Warframe knew Ballas. It tried to attack him.
What? The Warframes are transference controlled, battle envoys for the operator to command. I don't understand.
This one is different.
Same. It's not like other Warframes. It's quirky. It plays the ukulele.
Cipher.
Ooh.
Impossible to bypass. They use mnemonic code glyphs drawn directly from your memory. Perhaps search the area? Too bad I can't use like my hacking device. What if it is that simple? Lol. L-O. Oh wait, that's what it is. LOL. The code. I've hacked it. Ay. And now we walk this way.
Haha. Very funny.
Curious. These markings seem fresh.
Oh,
Are there more?
are there more? Oh. Well, I do see an L and that W thing. But it's like that side, like this. Is that the symbol? Yeah, it's like an M. Something tells me if that one is M and that one's L. And this is the one that we need to figure out. Something tells me it's not gonna let me just guess my way through.
Another. Is that a paired symbol there?
The order may be important for the cipher.
Okay, so L, triangle, triangle, M. Oh, so it's LOM. I was actually fairly close.
Ordis? What are these? Some new sentient design?
An old design. Mimics. Sentient mimics. These haven't been seen since the old war.
Actually, we've seen them in several missions.
How did mimics get to the origin system? Operator, be vigilant when approaching things.
Things.
Sorry, I can't be more specific.
Yeah, after this mission, we'll probably call it. That's a lot. I'm still feeling a bit under the weather.
You found one. Memorize it.
I think there were like highlights the right answers once I see them. I don't think I actually have to memorize.
Another. And look, a different marking beside it.
Okay, last one. Give them the base.
That should be the last one. Now, to figure out the correct ordering.
So one of these is 3. La Molavala.
These markings signify danger. Was this a containment cell for something?
Umbra. Cave-ins must have compromised the enclosure.
Likely. There are still strong aftershocks from when you put Lua out of the void.
Search the lab. Oop. Ooh. Enemy. What am I trying to do here? Is it line? Pick the glowing one? Oh.
It is with the greatest of risk that I commit this recording. The codices within reveal the hidden weakness of your most feared enemy. My creations. My
I thought that
frames
meant
of
that
war.
that one was completed like with the other ones.
A Vitruvian. This is rare Orokin technology. Incredible it survived this long. You should destroy it immediately.
Same.
What? No. We need to get inside. But it's locked to a new set of codes. I'm bringing it back for analysis.
I was afraid you'd say that.
We're on our way out. I'm going on a trip on my favorite rocket ship, soaring through the sky. Little Einstein. That's gonna work. I guess I am. That's gonna work. I guess I am.
Another job well executed.
But that does put us at our 3-hour mark, and I need to review this footage to just see if there's anything I want to fix about this Vtuber model, which I do think I want to fix the bangs. Because I feel like I can make them a little bit better flowy wise. But yeah, I'd like to take this moment and say thank you to everyone who came by. You guys are all amazing, and thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate it, and thanks for, yeah. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Till then, see you then. Bye for now. And hopefully we don't have any fever tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all again. I can't wait to see you all next time.